Hey, in this video, we are going to show you how to use a new feature within Amazon PPC. It's called Grow Brand Impression Share. And we're going to show you how to get here, how to kind of get to the page that you're seeing, what it is, and how you can potentially use it to get great results with your Amazon PPC. So hopefully your Amazon business is going to get more profitable. Today with me, Szymon with AMZ Guardian. Guys help 7-8 figure sellers with their Amazon PPC. Basically, they take it from them to themselves and run it for them. So if you're such a seller, in the description, there's going to be a free call with Szymon to kind of set up a call and see if he can help you. If you're a smaller seller, then we have all these free resources for free for you here to improve your results with your PPC and your Amazon business. So hopefully, if you one day get to that 7-8 figure spot and you need PPC help, Szymon is here for you. His website is in the description along with the free call. So Szymon, man, good to see you again with us today. And also all the other videos with Szymon are in the description as well. Tons of videos for Amazon PPC. Szymon, welcome.
Thanks, Svoba. Great being here. Great to see you guys. Yeah, I'm super excited for this video because there is this new feature in sponsored brands. And I say new, today is October 12th, 2023. So it's not going to be new for very long. It's also not available in all accounts yet. This is just beta being tested out in a few accounts. This has only shown up in a few of our accounts, and this is one of them. So today we're going to show you guys what this feature is and how to use it and what the potential benefits are, and also what not to do to make sure that you don't overspend and don't get yourself into trouble with this new feature as well. So very exciting.
Yeah, perfect, man. Good to have you with us again here. So first, well, how do we get here to this Grow Brand Impression Share place? Yeah, and then we're gonna see how it works and all that.
I'm going to show you guys. So this is one of our accounts here. Obviously, when you're in Campaign Manager, the way to get there is to, when you're creating a new campaign, you click on the Create New Campaign button here. That will take you to the three different choices: Sponsored Products, Sponsored Brands, Sponsored Display. And today we're going to be looking inside of Sponsored Brands. So you click on your Create Sponsored Brand Campaign. Everything here is usual, except for this new, the second box now is the goals box. And previously, sponsored brands has always been cost per click based. So you only pay when somebody clicked on the ad. Now, however, we have the new Grow Brands Impression Share feature. So when you click on that, it's cost per 1,000 viewable impressions, or VCPM. And of course, you guys know, or some of you may already know VCPM from sponsored display ads. And that feature has been available in sponsored display for a long time. And now it's being rolled out into sponsored brands. One of the things that you'll notice also is that when I click between these two features, when I'm in Drive Page Views cost per click, the bidding feature is here. However, when I go into VCPM, that disappears. So this essentially is a feature that under cost per click allowed you to do a top of search adjustment. So if you wanted to appear at top of search, you would put here decrease by 30% for placements other than top of search. So you were able to make sure that you're showing up at top of search. This feature, however, is no longer available here, and that's okay because there isn't actually that many places that sponsor brand displays anyways. So that's one of the main differences here. The other really big difference, I think, is that in sponsored brands, you're able to target keywords. So if you know that you perform really well on a keyword in sponsored products, you would take that keyword and graduate it into sponsored brands, and you could use it here and target that keyword specifically. Whereas in sponsored display was only based on targeting ASINs, competitor ASINs. So sponsored display, mostly, as you guys know, a lot of those placements show up on product pages. So that's the main difference, that now we're going to be showing up with VCPM on keywords and on the search page. Now, I think I want to, it's really important to mention one thing, and I'm going to show you guys an account that we are managing. And these are results that were showing up for VCPM for sponsored display. This is for sponsored display, guys. Remember, and the important thing here is to show you guys how actually well this worked for us. So we had in the last 30 days, generated $52,000 at a 2.8% ACoS. So really good. But we were doing this because we are using this as a offensive strategy where we are targeting competitor ASINs. We're not using it as a defensive strategy. We don't put our own ASINs in here. For that reason, we're not paying for impressions for which we would have gotten a conversion anyways, because if somebody's on our page, then they were probably going to buy our product anyway. So you don't need to be advertising for that. So that's a very important distinction. However, with sponsored brands, remember that we're mostly now going to be targeting a lot of keywords, and the placements are very different.
I wanted to ask you, so it's a cost per 1,000 viewable impressions. That means whenever someone only sees our ad, then we pay. Yeah. But how do we know what is the cost for the 1,000? Like, where do we define it if there's no biddings, or how does it work?
This is something that obviously, and on the first point, viewable impressions means that, yes, if, for example, your ad appears at the bottom of a page somewhere, and the client or the customer didn't even see the ad, didn't even look at it, or didn't click on it, you're still paying for it. So that's the downside of VCPM. And viewable impressions means that, so the cost really depends on the product, on the category, and things like that. And you can control the bids. That would be actually here. It will show you what the bids are. So for example, Amazon is suggesting bids here, and, we can add, for 1,000 impressions, $105. So that's what they're suggesting right now. But guys, that is, if you divide that by 1,000, right? That's 10 cents, right? That's 10 cents per view. And so that has potential of getting you lower conversions. And it's important to say, guys, that this is a brand new feature. We are just starting to test it. And typically when Amazon comes out with these new features, they're usually pretty bad. And after about 3 or 4 weeks, maybe a couple of months, they start improving these. That's why, it's in beta, right? So they start improving these things, and then you could start, getting more out of it. So I would say proceed with caution. We're just testing this. We don't have exact results on this yet. And for those of you that have tested it, leave comments below and let us know how this is working for you. We're super curious to learn what you guys think. And I think it's important to also talk about, maybe briefly here, about placements and the difference between sponsored brands and sponsored display. So if we look at a product page, and this is, I apologize if this is your product, we are going to show quickly on here where sponsored display appears. So if we scroll down, this is sponsored display here. This is sponsored display. If we scroll down a little bit further, then we see here, there's a video, but that's actually not advertised. Then here we have product, a sponsored product. This is sponsored display. This is sponsored brands here, guys. So this is probably one of the only places on a product page where you will have sponsored brands. Then if we scroll down further, sponsored display here, keep going down. So you can see that the product page is mostly dominated by sponsored display. This is sponsored display here again. And if we go on a search page, then sponsored brands, obviously top of search, guys, first thing that somebody will see. So this is where it's going to show up. You scroll down, you see sponsored display on the side here, then you see sponsored brand video, middle of page. Typically, you scroll down, you see more sponsored display on the side. You keep scrolling down, Sometimes there is another sponsored brands at the bottom, but in this case there isn't, and these are sponsored display and sponsored display ads here. So what's exciting, so getting back to our new feature here, and what's really exciting about it is that these are better placements, because a lot of the time sponsored brand is top of search.
Yeah, you can get it for really pennies, if I understand correctly.
That's right. That's right. So that's the theory right now. We're excited to put this to practice, and look out for more of our content. We're going to be posting more as we start getting results on this and how it's performing in the future.
Yeah, I'm gonna also leave in the description the website, AMZ Guardian, your agency, for those who are, I would say, bigger sellers, 7-8 figures. You're looking to take the PPC off your hands. You can talk to Szymon. There's a free call link in the description. He might be able to help you. So if you're such a big seller, talk to Szymon. If you are 5, 4, 6 figure seller just starting, then I think this content can be really helpful for you. Hopefully you'll be able to grow, and one day you'll have maybe the need to take the PPC off your hands, shoulders, whatever you call it. And yeah, Szymon is there for you. AMZ Guardian, the link in the description. And the playlist with Szymon is also there. We have created a lot of Amazon PPC videos for you to improve your results with Amazon PPC. Hopefully you're going to grow your business and achieve your goals in life. Thank you for watching. Is there any more things we had in this video, Szymon, before we wrap it up? Or we
No,
have,
I think that's good. I think we'll leave it for another video.
all right. So thank you, man. And thanks, everyone. Have a good day.
Thanks, everybody. Talk to you soon.